Camels, the cigarette that's first in the service, present the Abbott and Costello program. With the music of Leet Stevens and his orchestra, the songs of Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, tonight's guest, Miss Marlene Dietrich, and starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Oh, Costello. Oh, Abbott, will you stop that noise? What are you doing here in the studio dressed in your bathing suit?
Well, I spent all day trying to get my car out of the swimming pool.
What was it doing there?
Don't you read the papers, Abbott? The government says you have to pool your car.
No, you dummy. They mean share the ride. You have to pick up people.
Oh, I did that yesterday. I picked up Helen, Mary, Rosie, and Josie.
But your car holds more than that.
Yeah, but now they only allow you 4 gallons a week. Because you can't get it.
Well, never mind that, Costello. Where have you been all week? What have you been doing?
Oh, boy, have I been having fun with Connie Haynes.
No kidding.
Last Saturday, I took her to a football game. What a game! What excitement!
Any passes?
No, her mother was with us. And another thing, Abbott, there was a man sitting next to us with a 6-month-old baby. All afternoon, the kid was crying. He was so hungry.
Well, didn't the father bring a bottle?
Yeah, but the kid wanted milk. Finally, to shut the kid up, I give him a penny.
Well, did that keep him quiet?
Yeah, but he kept waving the penny in front of my binoculars. It ruined the game.
How did it ruin the game?
All afternoon, Lincoln was playing in the backfield.
No. Well, forget the football game.
Much better this afternoon, huh?
Yes, a lot better. We've got other things to worry about. You know, our announcer, Ken Niles, is complaining because he didn't have enough to do last week. Isn't that right, Ken?
Yes, it is. After all, I could give the program a lift. I'm a shot in the arm.
You said it. You're a dope.
Now, don't be silly, Costello. Niles is very popular.
Why, sure. Right after the broadcast last week, a lot of women chased me up Hollywood Boulevard, and one of them caught me and threw her arms around my neck.
I saw that.
You did?
Yeah. Why did you snatch her pocketbook?
Now, cut it out, Costello. Now, I talked to Ken's wife, and she says he should have more lines. She says he's got talent. She says he's terrific. She says he's colossal.
She says this, she says that. I don't care what his wife says.
Well, I do. My wife is a wonderful person. She's as necessary to me as an umbrella in a rainstorm.
I'll take the umbrella. It's easier to shut up.
No. Now, why don't you be reasonable, Costello? Mrs. Niles is a very sweet girl.
Yes, she is. You know, she's a great deal like Sonia Henny.
You mean you have to keep her on ice?
Now, please.
Are you folks hearing us?
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. Now, that isn't fair, Costello. Now, let's get together here. Give Ken a chance to show what he can do.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Thanks, Bud. I'd like to read a little tidbit that I just happened to bring along.
Oh, this is going to murder you.
One night as I sat rocking on my chamber floor, came a knocking, gentle knocking on my chamber door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. There, how'd you like that?
Don't look now, but the raven just laid an egg.
Hello, everybody, and hello, my fat little sugar man.
Oh, this voice of this kid is temporaneous.
Shh, quiet.
Hello, Connie.
Mr. Costello, honey, I'd like you and Mr. Abbott to meet someone. This is my Aunt Ruby.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Aunt Ruby. How do you like California?
Connie doesn't have enough to do.
Wait a minute. After all,
I listened to the program last week, and there should be more music. Connie ought to sing 4 or 5 songs. There's nothing but talk on the program. And who wants to hear a lot of talk? Talk.
Hold your hat. Here comes another raid.
After all, Mr. Costello, I taught Connie to sing. Why, even I sang in New York, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Chicago.
What about St. Louis?
They beat the Yanks. Ha ha. I really struck you out that time.
You struck me out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just the old bat that can do it.
Now, wait a minute. Now, just a second, Costello. You can't talk like that to Connie's Aunt Ruby. Maybe she's right. Maybe this program needs more singing.
Exactly. Everyone loves singing. Something like this. All through the night, there's a little brown bird singing. Oh, well, of course. You know I just had my tonsils taken out.
Have them put back in.
Costello, what right have you got to criticize? What do you know about singing?
Now, look, Abbott, if I hadn't come from such a large family, I'd have been a great singer.
What did the large family have to do with it?
I could never get in the bathroom.
Oh, no. Come on, Costello, make up your mind. Are you going to give Niles and Connie more to do or not?
Why should I? If I give them more to do, the first thing you know, even the sound man will want more to do.
And why shouldn't I? What did I have on last week's program? Nothing. Not even a door slam. I understand doors. I know doors inside and out. I talk to doors, and they talk to me.
Well, what do you hear from the knob?
Ah, well may you laugh. Little do you know how important every little sound is to me. Even the sound of a moth chewing on an overcoat. Like this.
What's that funny sound?
That's the moth spitting out the buttons.
Don't you think sounds are fascinating? Here is a sample of my day. When work is through, I walk home at night in the rain. I open the door. I go in and shut the door. Then I walk upstairs in the rain.
It's raining in the house?
Yes, we're waiting for a government ceiling.
He must have a better rider than us, huh?
Yeah, I imagine so.
I jump into bed and sleep. It's morning.
What a night!
I've got to catch the train. I kiss my wife before I go to the office. My wife kisses me. I kiss her, and she kisses me.
Wait a minute. What about the office?
With a wife like that, why should he go to the office?
Lou Costello.
Yes, sir. For me?
Yeah. How's your spelling this week?
I can spell anything.
Okay. Spell crumpets.
Crumpets.
Yeah, crumpets.
Crumpets.
Yeah.
Crumpets. C-R-U-M-P-E-S.
Wait a minute. You left out the T.
Today, I gotta have crumpets without tea.
Well, why?
I lost my sugar ration card.
Now, wait a minute. Look, Lou.
Ration card.
Yeah. But anyway.
Ration.
Ration. Look, around here, you can't forget any T's.
Why not?
Well, because with us, it's important. In fact, with any cigarette smoker, T ought to be one of the most important letters in the alphabet.
Is that right?
Why, sure. T stands for taste and throat. That's anybody's own personal proving ground for cigarettes. The T-zone. Now, of course, most people have tried Camels. But have you tried them lately, since you've been smoking more? Give Camels the T-zone test now. Ask your taste about Camel's flavor. You'll find it wears well, doesn't go flat. Ask your throat about Camel's mildness. It's the best judge you can find. Thousands of smokers who are making their own T-zone test advise Camels suit them to a T. Just remember that you're the one who's doing your smoking. For steady pleasure, try Camels. You'll find they're slow-burning, cooler smoking, richer tasting, milder, better. Because Camels are expertly and matchlessly blended of costlier tobaccos. So take a tip from your T-zone. Your throat and your taste will tell you. C-A-M-E-L-S. Camels. Get a pack tonight. You'll want to buy a carton tomorrow.
On a February morn, a tiny baby boy was born. Abraham. When he grew up, this tiny babe, folks all called him Honest Abe. Abraham. In 1860, he became 16th president. Now he's in the Hall of Fame, a most respected gent. That is why we celebrate this blessed February day. Abraham.
Stevens Orchestra with the Camel Quintet. Doing
Abbott.
Abraham from the Holiday Inn. And now,
Abbott.
ladies and gentlemen... Oh, quiet.
Abbott.
What's the matter?
Hey, look. Look what I got. Look at all the money.
Wait a minute, Costello. Where did you get that roll of bills?
I went outside for a minute. Just when I reached the corner, a guy ran out of the bank with a bag full of money. And he gave me some.
He gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
What did he look like?
I couldn't tell. He had such a bad cold, he had a handkerchief tied across his nose.
Well, you dumb cluck, that was a mask. The man was a bank robber.
Oh, I don't think so, Abbott. He was the president. He offered to sell me the bank for a squawk.
Sell you the bank for a squawk?
Yeah, he said, one squawk out of you and I'll give you the business.
Of all the dumbbells, why didn't you go into the bank and investigate?
I did go in. And what a way to run a business. I walked in and a couple of clerks were playing hide and seek.
That's ridiculous.
Honest. One guy was hiding in the closet. The other guy was under the counter. There was nobody around to play with him. Then there was another guy.
What other guy?
He was trying to do tricks.
Trying to do tricks?
Yeah, he was laying on the floor trying to escape from a lot of ropes.
And you thought he was playing a game?
Fine time to play games. Huh?
Yeah.
Especially when he had a toothache.
He didn't have a toothache.
No, then why did he have a plaster across his mouth?
The man had a gag in his mouth.
If he did, he never got a chance to tell it.
Listen, you should have taken the plaster off his mouth.
I did. And right away, the guy started worrying about his rationing card.
Worrying about his rationing card.
Yeah, he started yelling, they took the sugar. They took the sugar.
Oh, no, Costello. The man was yelling because he was stuck up.
Stuck up?
Sure.
A fine time to get a swelled head.
No.
Somebody might have robbed the place.
He did rob the place. Look, was there anybody with him?
Just a woman.
A woman. Why didn't you mention her before?
She didn't appeal to me.
Oh. Did you pinch her?
No.
Then you should have held her.
If I'd have held her, I'd have pinched her.
You idiot.
A little bit.
Do you realize that by keeping the money and letting the crooks get away, you've made yourself an accomplice? Ken Niles, turn on the radio. Maybe we'll get a police report. Hurry up.
Okay, Bud.
Okay.
Hey, you hear that, Abbott?
What's that?
There's a message.
Well, what does it say?
Attention all citizens. The Fifth National Bank has just been held up by Black Pete and his gang of desperate bandits. When last seen, the gang was headed for their hideout at Deadpan Gulch. Also at large is their accomplice, described as 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide, that is all.
That's me, Mr. 5x5.
Costello, you know the police are after you. Now, you've got to capture that gang to clear yourself. Now, you can't do it alone, so call a posse. That's the thing.
Okay. Here, pussy.
No.
Here, pussy.
No, Lou, please. Deadpan Gulch is in the heart of the cattle country. It's the home of the western bandits and cattle rustlers.
Then I'm just a guy, Abbott. I became a 3-letter man chasing cattle rustlers.
Oh, how could you become a 3-letter man chasing cattle rustlers?
I sat on a branding iron.
But did that cause you to catch the rustlers?
Catch 'em? I passed 'em.
But this is going to be a long trip. Now, you'll have to get an outfit. What are you going to wear?
I'll wear a 10-gallon hat, a tan shirt, a leather belt, and a bloodhound.
What pants?
The bloodhound.
No, all right. Never mind the outfit. And another thing you'll need is a horse. Have you got a horse?
Have I got a horse?
Yes.
I got a horse, and he's my pal.
Well, that's swell.
I eat with my horse.
That's wonderful.
I drink with my horse. I even sleep with my horse.
You sleep with your horse?
I got it. It's his blanket.
Now, tell me, can you ride a horse?
Sure, I can ride a horse. One time, Abbott, I rode 2 horses at once, standing up. I had my right foot on one horse, my left foot on the other horse. All of a sudden, we came to a fork in the road. Each horse went in a different direction.
That was a laugh.
Yeah, I thought I'd split.
Well, never mind. The first thing you have to do is find the bandit's trail. When you do, you leap into the saddle and away you go. Your face is stern, your grip is sure, your clutch is firm.
How's my transmission?
All right, listen, please keep quiet. Then you ride. You ride out across the prairie. You ride for hours and hours on end.
That sounds logical.
Don't interrupt, please. You ride and you ride until your trousers are worn thin. Finally, there you are.
I knew I'd come through.
Yeah. Well, Costello, what are you going to do? Are you going out after the bandits? Are you going to clear your name?
I'm going to clear my name, Abbott.
Attaboy.
I'll do it.
I knew it was in you.
I'm going to get it out of me right now.
Come on.
I'll get them bandits. But just tell me one thing. If I get killed, what's going to happen to that little fellow that depends on me? The poor little fellow won't get anything to eat anymore. That poor little fellow won't even have a roof over his head. If anything happens, Abbott, it'll kill him. The poor little fellow.
Costello, who is the poor little fellow?
Me?
And here's Connie Haynes with the Camel Quintet to sing a new tune of the Old West, Cow Cow Boogie.
Out on the plains down near Santa Fe, I met a cowboy riding the range one day, and as he jogged along, I heard him singing a most peculiar cowboy song. It was a ditty he learned in the city. Come-a-ta-ya-ya, come-a-ta-yip-tilly-I, get along. Get hip, little doggies, get along. Better be on your way, get along. Get hip, little doggies, and he trucks them on down the old fairway, singing his cow-cow boogie in the strangest way. Come-a-ta-ya-ya, come-a-ta-yip-to-I, singing his cowboy song. He's just too much. He's got a knocked-out western accent with a Harlem touch. He was raised on local weed. He's what you call a swing half-breed, singing his cow-cow boogie in the strangest way. Come-a-ta-ya-ya, come-a-ta-yip-to-I,
Singing his cowboy song. He's just too much. He's got a knocked-out western accent
with a Harlem touch. He was raised on local weed. He's what you call swing half-breed, singing his cow-cow boogie in the strangest way.
Come-a-ta-ya-ya,
come-a-ta-ya-ya,
come-a-ta-yip-ti-I-A,
come-a-ta-yip-ti-I-A. It's the cow-cow boogie, the cowboy boogie song.
And now, back to the adventures of our heroes, Abbott and Costello, as we find them hot on the trail of the bank bandit Black Pete. Leading a posse of men, they track the villain to the lawless town of Deadpan Gulch. Here they are, riding up the main street of the town.
Like a spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, 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 jingle.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
One of my spurs got stuck.
Costello, what do you think you're doing? Why are you riding underneath your horse?
Well, my horse isn't feeling well, Abbott, and the doctor told me to watch his stomach.
Well, here we are, men. We'll probably find Black Pete in the Red Dog Cafe across the street. Stop your horses.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa, Nellie! Whoa, whoa, boy. Whoa. Atta boy. Take it easy, Nellie. Sit down now. Whoa, Nellie. All right, men. Everybody into the bar for a drink. Now. Just a man. You horses stay outside.
All right, let's go in. And listen, Costello. When we go through this door, have your gun ready. If anybody moves, shoot.
If anybody shoots, I'll move.
All right.
Go see the preacher. Oh, speaking of my glory and my fame.
Hey, Abbott, listen to that. What a pair of pipes. Wish I was a plumber.
And tell them my son.
Costello, don't you recognize her?
Tell them my choir.
She's the toast of Deadpan Gulch.
Really? Of the same.
Oh, Marlene Dietrich.
Oh, look at that lovely face. That face has made a fortune.
Yeah, it runs into a nice figure.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys. How big are men where you come from?
Welcome to the Red Dog Cafe. Did you like my song? What do you think of my range?
Your range is lovely. In fact, I like your whole kitchen.
So you flatter me. You're probably tired after your long trip. How about a drink?
Okay. I'll have a Crosby cocktail.
What's that?
One drink and then bing.
With your personality, I would suggest straight corn.
What a fresh kid.
Just a minute, Marlene. You see, neither one of us is a drinking man. Do you have anything a little milder?
try a drink of this very mild wine.
Now, that sounds better. I'll try it.
Costello, just a minute. What's the matter?
I don't understand. That wine is made here by the Hopi Indians.
Hopi Indians? One of the Indians is still hopping in it.
Costello, that's silly. Come on. Let's go over and watch the boys play roulette.
Yes. Or perhaps you both would rather play a game with me. Poker, faro, blackjack.
I'd rather play post office.
But that's a kid's game.
Not the way I play it.
You know, little fat man, I could go for someone like you.
You could?
Yes. Do you know someone?
Sure. What a fresh kid, Abbott!
Now, look, keep quiet, Costello. Don't talk like that to Marlene. She may know where Black Pete is. Try to win her confidence. Turn on the charm, you know.
I'll turn on the charm. Okay, watch me. Marlene, my love, I adore you.
You do?
Yeah. Marlene, will you let me be your slave? Will you let me do something for you that I have never done for any other woman?
What's that?
Will you let me press your slacks?
Costello, will you stop that? You just don't know how to handle these Western girls.
Oh, yes, I do, Abbott. Marlene, one time I was in love with a bow-legged cowgirl. She was too bow-legged to round up the cattle.
What do you mean?
Well, she had a terrible time getting her calves together.
What are you talking about, Costello? You've never even been in love with a girl.
Yes, I was. I can see her now. She always wore cotton stockings.
Cotton stockings? What happened to her?
Nothing. But of all the girls I got tattooed on my chest...
On your chest?
Marlene, I love you the best.
The best?
Better than the rest.
The rest?
In the West.
The West?
On my chest.
On your chest?
There's an echo in the joint.
Well, there's no question about it, Costello. Marlene Dietrich just can't be bothered with a man like you.
Marlene, is that true?
Oh, Lou, if you only had the eyes of Clark Gable,
Yes,
the nose of Tyrone Power,
yes, yes,
the chin of Gary Cooper,
yes.
the face.
The face of who?
That's all, if you only had a face.
You know, the kids get nervous.
Look here, Costello. We're wasting time. Did you forget why we came to Deadpan Gulch? We've got to find Black Pete's hideout.
Black Pete, he's the most dangerous character in these parts.
Oh, he don't bother me.
But he's very tough. He eats little men like you every morning when he gets up.
That's me, the breakfast of champions.
But, Lou, why don't you give up this mad search? It can only lead to your death.
I think you got something there, kid. Hey, Abbott, I am scared. Ain't you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Then why are you biting my nails? But no matter what happens, I'm going after Black Pete, Marlene. And if I die, I want you to take this shirt of mine as a keepsake.
But suppose you don't die.
Then wash it and have it back by Monday. And no starch in the collar, either.
Listen, Costello, cut out the foolishness. Now we line up everybody in the room until we find our man.
That's right, Abbott. Everybody line up and empty out your pockets.
Why are you making them empty their pockets?
I lost my yo-yo.
Now, wait a minute, boys. It's not necessary to look any further. I am Black Pete.
You are?
What a fresh kid.
What a stale plot.
I think you got something there. Marlene, I still don't believe all this is true.
It is true. I took the money from the bank, but I did not steal it. It was my own money. It was my pin money.
$100,000 pin money?
I have very expensive pins. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. I have all the money right here in my stocking. Look.
Abbott, what a cute bank. What a place to make a deposit. Oh, Marlene, if I give you all my money from the bank, will you put it in your other stocking?
Certainly.
Costello, don't be an idiot. Your money is safer in the bank. Why do you want to put it in her stocking?
Because that's where it's going to draw the most interest.
Before we hear from Abbott and Costello again, do you want to find out how hitting ground feels to a paratrooper? Well, just hop off the top of a truck going 15 miles an hour. But don't try that until you're as husky as an All-American halfback and as nimble as a circus tumbler. Even then, you'd have to learn plenty to qualify for the shoot troops, fighters as tough as any in the world. And whether your job is to dangle in midair from silk cords or whether you're making the shoots, you want to get the most out of your off-duty moments. Take Helen Lynch, for instance. She works at the Pioneer Parachute Company, making some of the chutes used by our paratroopers. Like so many of us, Miss Lynch is smoking more these days, and she sticks to Camels. She said, quote,
"Package after package, Camels never tire my taste or wear out their welcome. They have such a rich, full flavor, and they're so easy on my throat."
Unquote. Camel is first in the service. Actual sales records in post exchanges and canteens show that with men in the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Coast Guard, Camel is the favorite. Why is that? Well, just ask your own throat and taste. Camels have a full, rich flavor, the kind that wears well, doesn't go flat. Camels are milder, too, and cooler smoking because they're slow burning. The big reason behind this Camel goodness is costlier tobaccos, blended in the years-old Camel tradition of quality tobacco blending. If you're smoking more these days, try Camels. Your throat and your taste will tell you. C-A-M-E-L-S. Camels. Get a pack tonight. Send the carton to that fellow in the service. And now a word about next week's program. You'll hear more music from Leith Stevens and the orchestra, more songs by Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, and a gripping, dramatic story of life in the squared circle with our guest star, John Garfield. Now, here is a short preview of next week's program. Thousands of people are assembled in Madison Square Garden. All eyes are focused on the two fighters in the center of the ring, Killer Garfield and Cupid Costello. There is a terrific exchange of blows. The crowd is on its feet. Costello is on his face.
Costello, get up! Get up! Get up off your knees and quit playing with those marbles.
What marbles? I'm picking up my teeth!
Be sure to tune in next Thursday night at the same time for another big comedy show starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, with John Garfield as our guest, brought to you with the compliments of Camel Cigarettes. Camel presents 3 great radio shows each week. Abbott and Costello on Thursday nights. On Friday night, it's the Camel Caravan with Lanny Ross, Herb Schreiner, Xavier Cugat, and Our Town. And Monday nights, Blondie. Marlene Dietrich, who appeared with us tonight, has just completed a new Universal picture, Pittsburgh, with John Wayne and Randolph Scott. And here's the latest news about the Camel Caravans, those swell traveling shows that entertain our boys in the Army camps. 15 Army and Navy training stations will be visited this week, including Camp Gordon, Georgia, Camp Pendleton, California, and Camp Croft, South Carolina. This is Ken Niles speaking for the makers of Camel Cigarettes, and wishing you all a very pleasant good night.
Ever see a pipe wearing a muzzle? No, sir, and you never will, because that won't keep it from biting. Thing to do is get Prince Albert, the brand that's no-bite treated for real smoking comfort. Another thing, PA's crimp cut, and that means it packs firm and easy and gives you cool, one-match burning. You'll find around 50 mild, rich-tasting pipefuls in every handy pocket package of Prince Albert. Try PA for Pipe Appeal. You'll agree it's the national joy smoke. This program has come to you from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Chevrolet program starring Jack Benny with Frank Black and his orchestra. Frank Black opens the program with Charlie's Home. Across the United States, a series of big, colorful posters are going up on the billboards, reading, "Every minute someone buys a new Chevrolet." Watch for these new signs, my friends, and bear in mind when you see them, they're signs of better times. They're signs of bigger business for the world's largest builder of motor cars. Also, they're sure signs that the one best buy in the low-price field must be Chevrolet. America certainly wouldn't buy Chevrolets at the astonishing rate of one every minute unless Chevrolet were the one best buy at its price. And that's exactly what it is. The only car in its field with a Fisher body. The only one with Fisher no-draft ventilation, with a cushion-balanced engine mounting, with a time-proved six-cylinder power plant, a starterator, an octane selector, and no other full-size car in the world is so economical on gas and oil and upkeep, or so dependable. In view of all these things, do you wonder why every minute someone buys a new Chevrolet? And now, Jack Benny.
Hello, some more. This is your New York correspondent, Jack Benny, the Earth Galloper, coming to you with all the late news reports through the courtesy of the Weekly Wash, the news that brings out all the dirt. Okay, Frank, let's go. Thank you. Chicago, Illinois. World's Fair gets off to a good start with many notables arriving daily to represent their respective countries. Sam Insull will represent Greece. Jimmy Walker will represent France. And Black's Orchestra will represent Russia. Scotland sends Harry Lauder, C.O.D.
Jack, another wire just came.
All right, what is it, Mary? Quick.
World Fair, Chicago. Marlene V6 just arrived representing Pennsylvania.
Mary, go away, will you please? Bombay, India. More Gandhi news. Mahatma Gandhi finishes 21-day fast and is now wearing a cigar band. When last seen, he was mistaken for a Panatella. Babylon, Long Island. Man and wife discovered here with 16 children. Stork found dead on stoop. Overworked day, you know. Special cable dispatch. Frank Buck and Jimmy Walker will sail for America shortly. Buck will bring them back alive, and Walker will bring them back a wife. Glasgow, Scotland. Harry Lauder also sailing for America. Local citizens give him big blowout by putting tack in his rear tire. Pretty good for Scotland. And now, folks, we have also added a want ad column to our paper as we cannot exist on circulation alone. So take down these addresses if you are interested. Traveling salesman wanted. Must be familiar with traveling, salesmanship, farmers, and farmers' daughters. Address Box 482, this paper. Wanted 30 chorus girls. Apply Minsky Theater, New York. Wanted 3 more chorus girls. Apply to Melton, Black, and Benny. Got you in on this, Frankie. For sale, baby grand piano by lady with electric attachment. What's that? Girls wanted to knit sweaters for Katz, Broomberg, and Riley. The boys must be cold. Woman 55 will trade a Pekingese dog and a canary for slightly used husband. Realizes mistake. Address RFD 4, Pump Handle, Ohio. Female help wanted. Good secretary. If good looking, don't have to be so good.
Jack, can I read one now?
Go ahead, Mary.
Wanted. Good master of ceremony for Chevrolet program.
Graham. Wanted. Howard Claney to say something about Chevrolet.
Oh, yes. You will find that Chevrolet saves you on oil, gas,
Play, Frank. Don't wait for this. Play. Don't wait. Play, Frank. Mr. Black, thank you. That was My Darling from the Vanities, played by Frank Black and his orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen... We continue with our penthouse murder that was started last Friday. You all remember our terrible murder mystery last week? Well, it's terrible this week, too. Who killed Mr. X? You remember, folks? Mr. X was killed in his penthouse a week ago tonight between 8 o'clock and the bathroom. And the only clue found was a hot dog running away from a stand in Coney Island. You may also remember that during the trial, we were unable to place the guilt where it belonged. Garbo had to go home, Mae West had a date, and the other prisoners were not interested. So it still remains a horrible, unsolved mystery. Who killed Mr. X? I said, who killed Mr. X?
Oh, pardon me.
Watch those cues. Huh? Now, what could have been the motive for this crime? Let us analyze it. Mr. X was the landlord of 3 apartment houses, so you see he had no enemies. He lost every cent in the market, his wife was pressing him for back alimony, and he had incurable rheumatism, so there was no reason for suicide. Now, what was it?
How old was he, Jack?
95.
Then he did not die of old age.
Neither will you, Mary.
What did he have to suffer the night of the crime?
Liver.
Then it couldn't have been a heart attack.
No, Mary, it couldn't. A pipe was pulled out of his mouth, and he was examined carefully.
What kind of a pipe?
A gas pipe.
Oh, well, a little gas never hurt anyone.
I know. Well, anyway, folks, we've had 2 detectives working on this case. Detective Melton, you've been out on this case a week.
Yes, sir.
What have you found?
I found a place where you can get a sandwich and a glass of beer for a nickel.
Mary, take down the address, but that doesn't help solve the mystery. Detective Claney, what did you find?
I find that every minute of the day someone buys a Chevrolet.
Well, now we're getting someplace. After all, that's what we're here for. Did you find anything else, Claney?
Yes, but the Chevrolet has the Fisher no-draft ventilation.
That's great. Now all we have to find out is who killed Mr. X.
Jack, why not put it in the hands of Sherlock Holmes, who understands crime?
You're right, Mary. We'll get Sherlock Holmes, the man who sees all, knows all, and plays the fiddle.
Hey, Jack, wait a minute.
Yes, Jimmy?
I hate to interrupt your mystery, but do you mind if I sing my song now?
Oh, no, pardon me, Jimmy. Go right ahead. What are you going to sing? Huh?
Franz Lehar's Frostita Serenade.
I know that, Jimmy. I just couldn't pronounce it. Play, Frank, please.
In the silence of the night, when the moon is shining bright, and the world at last is fast asleep, every creature goes to rest in his cozy little nest, just his very own, alone to keep. There's a little nest of mine, of a starry blue divine, such a little home was never alone. Is a parent at a bound, waiting for the magic hour, glorified with you, and through your love alone. My little nest of heavenly blue, I'm lonesome here when far from you. Each nook or corner, so cozy and sweet, needs only you to be complete. Ah, fragrance floats upon the air, the spell of love is everywhere. But all my life would be lonely and blue. If I could never share my little nest with you, in the silence of the night, when the moon is shining bright, in my little nest of heavenly blue, I shall never fret or pine, for someday you will be mine. Dreams will all come true for me.
That was The Prosecutor's Serenade, sung by James Melton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with our mystery and take you to the residence of Sherlock Holmes.
A 7:15. Only one more hour until 7:45.
And just an hour ago, it was 6:15.
What a strange world. Answer that, Mary. I'm not in.
Hello? Hello? You want to speak to Sherlock Holmes? Yes, this is Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock isn't home. He's working on a case right now. Yes, he's on his last bottle.
What is it, Mary?
It's about that penthouse murder of Mr. X. They want you to start working on it at once.
Oh, yes. I was expecting that case. Tell him I'll take it.
Hello? Mr. Holmes just came in and said he'll take the case. Tell Mr. X not to worry. Goodbye.
Mary, call in Dr. Boston. We have work ahead of us.
Mr. Sherlock, I hate to ask you this, but can I draw 5 shillings to payday?
That's elementary, Mary.
I get it, Sherlock.
Sherlock to you. Call Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson, the boss wants you.
Okay, I'm coming. Well, Sherlock, what's new?
Watson, we have much work ahead of us. By the way, you've been eating herring. Is that right?
Sure. But tell me, Sherlock, how did you know it?
That's elementary, Watson. Besides, I can smell it.
Sherlock, you're a genius.
Watson, you're a litvot. You know, Watson, you're really supposed to be an Englishman.
Well, I say, Mr. Holmes, I'll try, you know.
I like the other dialect better.
All right. What do you want?
Watson, we have a strange mystery to solve. Mr. X was killed in his penthouse, and we start working on the case today.
All right, but before we start, why don't you eat something? You're always working. Now, I just made some nice homemade soup.
What kind of soup?
I made some chicken, vegetable, and noodle. Which do you want?
Quick, Watson, the noodle. We leave. We leave, Watson. We leave for the Empire State Building in 10 minutes. The Empire State Building. Pack your bag and hand me my violin. I've got a lot of thinking to do. I must think.
They laughed when he picked up his violin, but when he started to play, they screamed.
Quiet, Mary. Quiet. I must think. Come, Watson. A thought just struck me. We must get to the Empire State Building in a jiffy.
Why in a jiffy? My Chevrolet will get us there just as sweet.
And much safer. At times, Watson, you show signs of intelligence.
You have just heard what these two famous detectives have said about the Chevrolet. It is quick, safe, and dependable.
That's elementary, Claney, and get out of my study. Come, Watson, we must hurry. And by midnight, we will find the murderer of Mr. X.
Sherlock, you're uncanny.
Watson, you're nuts. Come, let us away.
have just heard Playing with the Devil. And now we take you to the lobby of the Empire State Building where we meet Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Tell me, Sherlock, why did we come here to the Empire State Building? What has this got to do with the murder of Mr. Hex?
Watson, I'm surprised at you. While playing the violin, I made the following deduction. Mr. X was killed by some gorilla here in New York. Do you follow me? A gorilla was seen climbing up the Empire State Building with a girl in the palm of his hand. And is at present on the tower.
How do you know?
I saw the picture. Now, if he could climb up a building the size of the Empire State, why couldn't he have climbed up that penthouse and killed Mr. X?
You mean the gorilla is King Kong?
Of course. Who else is covered with hair like that?
George Bernard Shaw.
Well, he didn't do it. Well, here's the elevator.
What floor, Captain?
We want to go to the tower.
That's the 102nd floor, boss.
Yes, I know that. When will we arrive?
Sunday night, sir.
You know, Sherlock, that elevator boy looks very suspicious and very friendly, too.
I think so. What's your name, son?
My name's Jim Milton, sir.
Oh, sure, Jimmy. He's our tenor, Watson. Say, Jimmy, I hate to ask you this, but did you kill Mr. X?
No, sir, Captain. I didn't kill him. I was a lady killer.
Quick, Watson, the needle.
Ow!
And cut out those jokes. Well, we have 2 days in this elevator. 2 days. I must keep my mind occupied. Hand me my saxophone. That was Stormy Weather, brought to you through the courtesy of the Chevrolet Motor Company.
102nd floor. All out.
Sunday got here quick. Now be careful, Watson, and very quiet. Very quiet. Please follow me around the edge of the roof. We must use our wits and trap him. This fellow King Kong is the biggest creature you have ever seen. He eats elephants like you eat salami.
With mustard?
That's elementary, Watson. Come, follow me.
What's that?
The drummer just dropped the cymbal. Frank, keep the boys quiet, will you? Just a moment. Watson, don't move.
It's so dark up here. Why didn't we come up here in the daytime?
Quiet. Go ahead. I'm right behind you.
I'd sooner be behind you.
Watson, look. Look carefully. Carefully. You see that figure standing there in the doorway?
Yes.
Look. Somebody is handing him some money.
Oh, that's Al Smith. He runs this building and he's collecting the rent. Hello, Al!
You're wrong again, Watson.
What is that, Sherlock?
That's King Kong. He's here, all right. Keep down, Watson. He mustn't see us.
Be careful, Sherlock. I think he sees us.
Grab him, Watson, and don't let him get away.
Thank you. Look, he's got the girl right in the palm of his hand. It looks like Mary Livingstone.
Wait. It is Mary. Mary, what are you doing there with King Kong?
There's something in his eyes that makes me realize he got me in the palm of his hand. The thrill of his caress.
Quick, Mary, we must rescue Mary from that brute. I'm not afraid of him. Hey, King Kong! What's the idea of climbing buildings and carrying women with you?
Well, it was a sport, and I just love the fresh air.
Is that King Kong? I'll get him.
Wait, Watson. It may be a trick. Now, look here, Kong. You've been climbing buildings, dragging people out of their beds and murdering them. Did you climb up to the penthouse on Park Avenue and kill Mr. X?
No.
You lie. You did murder Mr. X. Why, you're big enough to eat him alive.
Well, I did have eggs for breakfast this morning.
Then you admit that you killed him.
No.
Take him away, Watson.
Goodbye, Mary. I'm sorry. I can't play with you anymore.
Goodbye, Paul and Harry. Come up again sometime.
Well, it didn't take us long to get him, did it, Watson?
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's me, the voice of the shadow.
What do you want?
You think you've got the murderer, eh? Well, King Kong did not kill Mr. X.
Then who did?
Mr. X was killed
Ladies and gentlemen, this mystery will be continued next Friday night.
But there's no mystery about the Chevrolet motor car. It's the best buy in America today and the nation's choice.
Play, Frank.
Whenever you see or hear the figures 445 FOB Factory, always think, my friends, of Chevrolet, of the new Chevrolet Standard 6, the car that made $445 famous, of the smart, fast-stepping Chevrolet that gave a new meaning to 445 by giving so many wonderful new features for that wonderful low price. A Fisher body, a big, comfortable interior, Fisher no-draft ventilation, safety plate windshield glass, an octane selector, a low-to-the-road chassis that rides smoothly and steadily, and a six-cylinder valve and head engine that's not only one of the snappiest on the road, but listen to this. Some Chevrolet Standard 6 owners report gasoline mileages as high as 26 miles to the gallon, and nearly all of them are getting between 18 and 24, depending on how they drive. So if you have a minimum of money to spend on a new car and want that money to do you the most good, to bring you the most fun and the greatest savings in return, save with a new Chevrolet Standard 6, the big General Motors value that made $445 famous.
Well, folks, this concludes our program for tonight. Be sure and listen in next Friday. Try and figure out for yourself who killed Mr. X.
Mary, hand me my violin.
I must sing. Good night, folks. Good night. This is the National Broadcasting Company. WEOF, New York.
Abbott and Costello. Abbott and Costello were an American comedy duo composed of Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, whose work on radio and in film and television made them the most important comedy team of the 1940s and early 1950s. Their patter routine, Who's On First, is one of the best-known comedy routines of all time and set the framework for many of their best-known comedy bits. Bud Abbott, 1897 to 1974, was a veteran burlesque entertainer from a show business family. He started in burlesque box offices as a treasurer around 1918 and eventually managed and produced touring burlesque companies before becoming a performer. He worked as a straight man with his wife Betty, then with veteran burlesque comedians such as Harry Stepp and Harry Evison. Lou Costello, 1906 to 1959, became a burlesque comic in 1928 after failing to break into movie acting and working as a stunt double and film extra. He appears briefly in the 1927 Laurel and Hardy's silent two-reeler, The Battle of the Century, seated at ringside during Stan Laurel's ill-fated boxing match. As a teenager, Costello had been an amateur boxer in his hometown of Paterson, New Jersey. Costello's first appearance in burlesque was in St. Joseph, Missouri. He joined the Mutual Burlesque Wheel in 1929 and Minsky's in 1932. While they crossed paths a few times, the two comedians first worked together in 1935 at the El Tinge Burlesque Theater on 42nd Street in New York City. This performance came about when Costello's regular partner became ill. Other performers in the show, including Abbott's wife Betty, encouraged a permanent pairing. The duo built an act by refining and reworking numerous burlesque sketches with Abbott as the devious straight man and Costello as a dim-witted comic. The team's first radio appearance was on the Kate Smith Hour on February 3rd, 1938. At first, the similarities between their voices made it difficult for radio listeners, as opposed to stage audiences, to tell them apart during their rapid-fire repartee. As a result, Costello affected a high-pitched, childish voice. Who's On First was first performed for a national radio audience the following month. They performed on the program as regulars for 2 years, while also landing roles in a Broadway revue, The Streets of Paris, in 1939. In 1940, Universal Studios signed them for a musical, One Night in the Tropics. Cast in supporting roles, they stole the show with several classic routines, including the Who's On First routine. Universal signed them to a 2-picture contract. Their second film, Buck Privates, directed by Arthur Lubin and co-starring the Andrews sisters, was a massive hit, earning $4 million at the box office and launching Abbott and Costello as stars. After working as Fred Allen's summer replacement in 1940, Abbott and Costello joined Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy on the Chase and Sanborn Hour in 1941. Two of their films, Buck Privates and Hold That Ghost, were adapted for Lux Radio Theater that same year. They launched their own weekly radio show October 8th, 1942, sponsored by Camel cigarettes. The Abbott and Costello show mixed comedy with musical interludes by vocalists such as Connie Haynes, the Delta Rhythm Boys, Skinny Ennis, Marilyn Maxwell. Regulars and semi-regulars on the show included Artie Auerbach as Mr. Kitzel, Elvia Allman, Mel Blanc, Verna Felton, Sidney Fields, and Frank Nelson. Ken Niles was the show's longtime announcer, doubling as an exasperated foil to Costello, who routinely insulted his on-air wife, played by Elvia Allman. Guest stars included Cary Grant, Frank Sinatra, the Andrews Sisters, and Lucille Ball. In 1947, the show moved to ABC, the former NBC Blue Network. During their time on ABC, the duo also hosted a 30-minute children's radio program, the Abbott and Costello Children's Show, on Saturday mornings. The program featured child vocalist Anna Mae Slaughter and child announcer Johnny McGovern. It was after this that the duo moved on to television. I am Jimbo for OTRR, the Old Time Radio Researchers. This bio was taken from Wikipedia.